All right, guys, back to our review videos on the products we use for this setup when we're out camping, adventuring, overlanding. And we've already touched on the JOYTUTUS awning, 6 foot by 8 foot. And we've touched on this JOYTUTUS shower awning tent. Well, guess what the next product is? Another JOYTUTUS product that's great for overlanding, camping, you name it, they've got you covered. This is a hatch tent awning combination, and it also has a flap that will go over my roof rack and cover up the stuff that's up there. Now, I've never set this up having the awning and the shower tent deployed, so we'll see how that goes. But we're going to set up the JOYTUTUS awning SUV tent. I've had this for a while. JOYTUTUS did send it to me free of charge. I've used it several times, and this is one of my favorite SUV awning tents. It comes with a tent, and it comes with poles for the awning. And of course, you have your stakes, which I must have put in another bag. There they are. So I'll just kind of talk about it as we go. First thing I do is stick these stakes together. They're spring loaded. Oh, that was wrong. You got a rubber tip on the bottom, and you got a point in the top. So the rest of them are going to go in between. So that's the top. This is the top. So how many we got left? Looks like 3 go in the middle. So you just got this spring thing that you slide in on your poles. That should be one pole right there. They're only going there one way. And the last one. This is to hold our end awning out. These are our stakes, 2 stakes with green cords so you can see it at night, kind of fluorescent green. And this is our tent by JOYTUTUS. It'll take me just a minute to get it orientated the correct way. See, that goes down there. This is our top. It goes across the roof of the vehicle. And then this part that goes over the hatch. So like I said, this is the first time I've done this, having everything set up. So I'm just going to kind of pile this loose material up here above the hatch, try to. I have a hitch on, so it kind of gets in the way. I just want to get it to where I can open the hatch, and already have some of this up there. Let's see if I can get the hatch open without it falling off. There we go. That'll be easier. Now these straps, there's one on each side of this flap that goes over the roof of the vehicle. I'm going to work these to the mirrors on the doors and see if I can make it work around this shower tent being deployed. Normally I would put this up first. And wind, I should have staked that down, the wind's blowing it. Now I'm going to try to get this to the mirror on this side and work it around this awning. Okay, that was simple as just clipping those on the mirrors. And then you have this elastic that goes all the way around it. So we're going to pull it underneath the fender here, back of the car, back of the Jeep. Same on this side. Work around the hitch. And normally I would take this hitch off, but right now it's on, so we're going to work around it. And we're just going to pull this elastic down around right there. Now you have straps that go all the way around this. That I have preset for this vehicle. So I'm just going to clip it in right there. You have this strap here that actually goes around the rim of your vehicle. And you'll snap it together. Same on this other side. And I'll give y'all some close-ups of this in a little bit. Let's see, the strap's way up here. You just work it through the loops that they provide. And then go into the vehicle tire or rim. Just as easy as that. And that's the main part set up. I'm going to grab y'all and kind of review what I've done so far. As I said before, this is JOYTUTUS. You have your outer fly, which also turns into an awning. There's a screen underneath that. And then you have your strap that goes all the way around the rear of the vehicle, holding it kind of tight, trying to keep bugs and air out. And it just uses these clips. Same clips going to the tire to hold this down. Elastic holds it up underneath the fender well there and around the back. Fits over the hatch of many different vehicles. And then you can see how the top goes across the roof. This is the same setup as over there. And then you have your straps that just go around your mirrors. They're long enough you could go to your tire if you wanted to. And it just covers the top. And with the shower out, I'm seeing that I can cover over the top of my shower some. Oh yeah, it actually goes over my shower, so that would keep water from running in between, right here, in between the shower and the vehicle if it's raining. Instead, it would run into the shower maybe, or toward the front of the vehicle. And I just come down inside the awning. Does not fit over the awning because the awning's too long. And same straps to the mirror, or you could strap it to your wheel well. So we're just going to get this a little bit straighter here. Now, the zipper on each side. Just zip this up. Come over here. Zip this up. Now you can roll this up if you don't want to make an awning out of it. And you could use these straps. There's one on top and one on bottom to where you could just roll this up and leave it across the top here. And you can see the black netting to keep the bugs out. So now that we have this unzipped, we'll grab one of our stakes with our neon green, yellow strap. I'll just stick this stake in my pocket for now. And I've got a loop tied in the end of this to make it easier putting these in. But basically, we're just going to grab the corner of this, and it has a eye that we slide this through. But what I do is I put the loop of my tie down on, then I put this on, and then I go back up again and loop this around my strap. Then we'll pull it out where we want it. And go ahead and put the stake in the ground. We can straighten the poles after we get it staked down. All right, there's one. Oh, got to put my loop on there. All right, now we can pull this one out to where we want it. Thinking about right there. So there it is, staked out. Doesn't take a lot to hold these up. Now, you see the screen? Well, you can unzip that now. You have the option of having it closed, or you can roll it up just like the outers fly. And then you have some straps that you can just tie it up out of the way. And unless the bugs are bad, I would probably do it. Whoop, I dropped it. Unless the bugs are bad, I would probably just go ahead and get it up out of the way. Get my fumble fingers to work. And do the same thing over here. Find a strap on the back. Put it through the loop. And now you have access to your back. Now I've got a case back here. Sometimes I have it back here. It depends on what type of stuff I'm doing. Right now, this has all my recovery gear in it for venturing and overlanding through the forest and mud holes, stuff like that. If I get stuck, I got some recovery gear I can use in here. And if I'm going car camping, a lot of times I can take this case out too, but empty this out, and I actually have a JOYTUTUS, of course, air mattress that goes back here. You fold the seats down, and you can put a mattress back here, and you can sleep back here. And we'll be doing a review on that soon. But what I wanted to show you right now was this JOYTUTUS SUV awning tent. And I'm gonna give you a closer look, and just show you with all the stuff that JOYTUTUS has sent me. Look how much space we have when we go dispersed camping. That's protected from the sun, the rain, and can get us in out of the insects.
Bad to the bone, rolling free. Big stones crack under me. Forest trails winding wide, crossing creeks with a sigh. Airing down, feel the thrill. Camping gear ready still. Fridge is stocked, won't go dry. Adventure soar to the sky.